Hi, and welcome back to the Scrapbooks Plus Design Team blog. This is another video blog tutorial that shows you how to make a quick and easy card. Today we're going to be making this Valentine's Day card, which says adore, to love deeply. It's a dictionary style definition, and then on the inside it says heartfelt wishes. What you'll need to get started is a 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of cardstock, and what we're going to do is we're going to score that at 4¼ inches. Again, I'm using my EK Success Impressor embossing tool to do my scoring. Once the card is folded, you're going to want to round the corners. And it looks like this when you're finished. This is a spouncer. It's meant for stenciling. It's just a sponge on the end of a stick, and I use it to ink the edges of things. This Chestnut Roan ink by Colorbox, that's the fluid chalk, and I just dip this bouncer in the ink and go around the edges of the card. This is a 4⅛ by 5¼ piece of My Mind's Eye glitter paper from the Laundry Line collection, which is currently available at Scrapbooks Plus. I'm going to round 2 of the corners, and then I'm going to get my spouncer and ink the edges. I like using a spouncer because it keeps my ink pad from getting chewed up. Alright, once it's inked and you've rounded the bottom corners, you're going to glue it onto this one. Our card base is finished, so now what we're going to do is create the flower that is on the front of the card. For this part of the project, you're going to need a 2½ inch scalloped circle, a 3-inch circle of brown cardstock, and then a 3-inch circle of any kind of scrap paper or scrap cardstock you have lying around. You're also going to want to take this piece of paper from the My Mind's Eye Laundry Eyes. This is more of the glitter paper, and you're going to use a 7/8 hole punch to punch a bunch of holes. I don't know exactly how many holes. It kind of varies, but this is what we're going to use to make the scalloped edge around the circle on the front of the card to give it that look of being a flower. Alright, that is probably plenty, so let's get started. On the back of the brown, you're going to want to take your ink and put it in a circle, or not your ink, rather your adhesive, and put it in a circle around the edge. And then you're going to just take your circles that you punched out and overlapping them slightly, put them gently in the adhesive. And I say gently because sometimes you need to kind of fiddle with this a little bit to get the scallops exactly right. Looks good. So what I then do is take the scrap cardstock and glue it to the back. I find it's just easier to deal with this if all those little pieces are kind of sandwiched, because then you can move it around as one big piece. Alright. Next, we're going to take our scallop and we're going to do our stamping. The stamps I'm using come from this Art Warehouse set of clear stamps called Life Defined. Like last time, I don't want to do my whole stamp all at once. I want to divide it up. So I'm going to mask off the deeply so that I just have To Love on the stamp. I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it right in the center. Then I'm going to take my Post-it note and flip it over to mask To Love. I'm going to ink up deeply. And I'm going to stamp it right beneath To Love. Then from the same stamp set, I'm going to get the Adore. And stamp it right above. And then also the Small Flourish from this stamp set, all from one stamp set. I'm going to stamp it above, and I'm going to stamp it below. We're going to take that scallop circle, put some adhesive on the back, and we're going to center it on our flourish and just glue it down, and then flip it over and put some dimensional adhesive on the back. Now for these stamps, I am just using stamps that I had hanging around my scrap room. Any Valentine's stamps or love stamps would be great. You know, go over to Scrapbooks Plus and see what Debbie has. She has great clear stamps, and there's always plenty to choose from. So you can find something that will work perfectly with this design, because this design is pretty versatile. Alright, then we're just going to center this on our card and press it down. And now we just want to stamp the sentiment on the inside. So now we're going to go to this stamp set from Hero Arts, which is the same stamp set I used in the last video. Okay, that's a pad of Chestnut Roan fluid chalk ink, and I am just loading up my stamp. I'm going to center it here and press it down. Okay. Now the bracket. And it's ready to write. The card is finished. So I hope you enjoyed this card made with the My Mind's Eye laundry line. These glitter papers are beautiful, and they're perfect for a quick Valentine's Day card to give to someone you love. And remember, it's just as easy to make 2 cards as it is to make 1. So go ahead and make 2 of these, and you'll have some extras. Thank you for visiting the Scrapbooks Plus Design Team blog and for shopping at Scrapbooks Plus. Have a wonderful day.